Hello, Beaties. It's your favorite ferret, Cheese Louise, and today we're pulling on Summer Banner in Fate Grand Order. Yay, Cheese, are you excited? Are ya? Her happiness went down from that. Oh wait, what the heck? Hold on. Why is she... Sorry. Didn't hear that?
No problem,
Oh.
Cheese. I said, that sounds exciting. Good luck with your gacha pulls in FGO. May the RNG gods be in your favor. Have a fantastic time. For Leaf Clover, Crystal Ball.
Thank you. You guys heard that, right? Let me double check. Yeah, he did. That's weird. VoiceMod's been stealing her, and today I'm like, all right, well, let me clean up my sound here. Let me make a couple things invisible. So I made the old routing for that invisible. I didn't delete it just in case, and good thing. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. This wasn't the 2020 banner in Japan. This was 2021. So I don't know why they did this banner so late. I guess it was to give Avalon time to or room to breathe. But yeah. Today, just like all summer banners for me, because I'm a lunatic, we're going for everyone. Obviously the 5 stars is going to be the biggest problem. If we get a 5-star and a 4-star today, I will get the other 4-star on their focus banner at a later point off stream. No point in going ham on it today. Redicio, thanks for becoming a Fezling. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, even after the onslaught, I mean, I did have to spend a little for Oberon, but I have 300 Saint Quartz left over / saved up, and I got 24 tickets, and yeah, let's hope Okitan shows up today. I would ask Cheezette who she wants to show up, but then I would have to explain who's on banner to her. Yeah, the Gacha gods be with you. Thank you very kindly. Let's see. We'll do a single paid. Oh, we're starting out with a servant. Not a gold servant, though. Alright, that's fine. Alright, Mephistopheles is not a good omen. That's fine. You know what? We gotta do a friend pull. That's fine. Maybe we'll get a Habitrot. We didn't get a Habitrot. My Habitrot's at NP4. She just needs one more. Alright, with 24 tickets, how do I want to space those? You know, with these weird methods. It's called coping. Don't worry about it. Alright, nothing. We'll do a couple singles. Copium lack, yeah. For some reason I was like, no, I can't reference copium because Magni's graduating. I can't acknowledge it. Yeah, copium. Yeah. I'm sad too. I probably watched him the most out of Hollow Stars. It's because he streams Sonic. And I'm that Sonic guy. We all need that copium pack. Indeed. Truly. Alright, nothing from singles yet. Down to 20. We'll do a 10. We'll let the first 10 completely roll. We won't skip anything. Blows on dice. Knocks on wood. Stretches left leg and not the right leg. What? You know. All the methods. All the methods to induce luck. I don't even know what class were you watching for? Okitan is a saber, I think. Anastasia's an archer, and Charlotte's a caster? Archer and saber? Yeah. I didn't put Charlotte in the title, but I do still want to get her. Just for completion purposes. Alright, got the 3-star. I actually got the 3-star craft essence on my free friend pull last night, which I was not expecting. I almost never get the event craft essence from friend pull. Okay, you got a servant. It's assassin, don't care. Could have been normal Charlotte. It wouldn't have meant anything, but it could have been. Okay, another servant. Caster? No. Paracelsus is one of those servants that I definitely forget exists. But could have been Paradiso? Wait, who's Paradiso? Am I forgetting a servant? Berserker. Hime. He's that forgettable. Wait, no, who's Paradiso? Do I have to Google it? Get out of here, Mephistopheles! Hello. Assassin of Paradiso. Oh! I forget her name. Oh, hey, Charlotte! I was looking away! Hi, Charlotte. It's going well. We got Charlotte on our first 10 pull.
Hi, 召喚されました。あなたのサーバント、シャルロット・コルデイです。水着はちょっと恥ずかしいですが、テンション高くしてごまかしきる所存です。
We got Summer, Charlotte. See if that makes her excited. On the last one, too.
That's awesome, Cheese. Congratulations on getting Summer Charlotte in your gacha pulls. Enjoy playing with her in FGO and have a wonderful time. Party Popper, son with face.
Face. Wait, I don't know if I want to say that username, but thank you for becoming a Fezling. Welcome, welcome. Nice. It's pretty good. Here's hoping Anastasia shows up before Okitan, because then I'll have to stop and get Anastasia off stream. I don't know why Anastasia, when she first came out, ow. I pulled way too hard for her, and I knew she was a general banner servant. She wasn't limited. Austral, thanks for becoming a Fezling. Welcome, welcome. Want to try and get the last minute Francis Drake, and you summoned Tamamo Lancer because you forgot to change banners. Well, I think Tamamo Lancer is like better, isn't she? I mean, obviously they serve different roles. Also, Drake's general, so Drake could show up on any banner, but Tamamo's limited. I think my Tamamo's like NP3 or something. My Lancer Tamamo. I only pulled for her on purpose once. Alright, nothing here. But yeah, just going back to Paradiso, I never refer to the servants with like hidden identities as their hidden names. Like I always just call Wuzetian. I don't bother with Assassin of the Nightless City or whatever. You just want an AoE writer? Oh. Understandable. I realize not everyone is like me and has most servants just because of impulse control problems. Call that because you have her. I mean, I have... Her name's Chiyomi, right? Or am I thinking of someone else? Lancer. Alright. Should we go to bonus? 1 summon until bonus, yeah. We'll go to bonus. Is it Chiyomi? Assassin of Paradiso? Yeah, I think so. I forget her full name, but... Ah, no Anastasia. It's just Kid Gil. My gosh, I was catching up on Prisma Ilia, the manga. Kid Gil sucks. I mean, obviously he's helpful, but he just sucks. Hate that guy. I will not elaborate, because big, massive Prisma Ilia dry spoilers, but... No, nothing. Okay. We will do another... Ilia gives you jail time energy, though. I mean, if you're reading the manga, it's very easy to just skim over the uncomfortable parts, as opposed to the anime, where you just kind of have to, like, wait for it to be over. And honestly, Dry... Prisma Ilia Dry does not have very much of that. It's mostly contained in Zwei. Your Honor. Yeah. It'd be like that. You know, I'm just gonna... Finishing with all free life quests, you only... In last place... Well, 2 free quests? Oh, I made a very poignant effort to try to get through Avalon as fast as possible. Because I'm like, I need to know who Melusine is before I pull for her. Which I barely got to, but you know. Alright, we're gonna start doing the 1-click skip on 10 pulls. 1 click. Hate this guy. Oh man. That was very empty. Let's... Wait, we got Charlotte right after we did a friend pull, so obviously we need to do another friend pull. That's just how physics works. Okay. See, there's Charlotte there, and she's gonna give us energy to bypass Charlotte and get Anastasia. Them's the rules, I don't make them. Oh, 4-star craft essence. That's, why can't I remember her name? I know, Ushi Wakamaru. So cheese me if I fail? Uh-oh. Stakes are on now, boys. Alright, 1 click. Hagekyo. Oh yeah, her too. I was thinking of Ushi, though. Just the 4-star. Unfortunate. Ow. I deserve that. Other rolls? Decent. I got Summer Charlotte on my first 10. I've not gotten much since then. Kind of hoping to get my 5th Habit Trot today. Maybe. I don't have that many friend points left over. Alright, we're going back to singles. Gonna go through them a little faster. Just a little. That's a rider. Hi, Ushi. I'm sorry I forgot who you were, Ushi. You skip them in most cases. Yeah. I mean, there's something to be said about the build-up, the anticipation. Especially if you're streaming it. Alright, another 3-star. Oh my gosh, my resolution is... Leaving town is what it's doing. Didn't get better pulls with that start. We all have our rituals to try to pretend like we have any control. Alright, garbage. Some more crazy though. I don't do anything too crazy. Also, I was joking about the stretching one leg and not the other thing. I was just trying to think of something outlandish. Got NP5 on both SRs, but no luck on Okitan. Oof. That's... Hope that's not me. Get out of here, Mephistopheles. We have seen Mephistopheles so much today. He's a bad omen. Saber? No. Alright, we're at bonus. Reality Marble. How was something like a Reality Marble only a 3 StarCraft Essence? Get NB3 Anastasia and a copy of Okitan. Nice. Hope that's me soon. But I'll take the one Anastasia and then a Okita. Okitan. We still haven't gotten the 5-star craft essence yet. Not that I need it. 120 to 150 quartz, not bad. An NP3 in 150 quartz. You held Nozu hostage. Sounds like it. Alright, one click. Oh, hey, there it is. Who is that? Is that Karen? It's not 10th. There's a 4-star again. Yeah, I do always forget her name. Not Ushi, but the other one. You don't remember when you got your last 5-star? I think it was like a month ago. Oh, your last 5-star craft essence. I was gonna say my last 5-star was Oberon, but who is this? Goddess who looks like an angel is more vibrant. Who is it? Is it? I think it's Karen. It's gotta be Karen, right? The last 5-star servant was to Mamo. Regular or the summer one? Alright, we're gonna do singles until the next bonus. And then we'll just do 10 pulls. Summer. Nice. You know, I always see in like the Game Press tier lists, they always rank Tamamo as like being super high tier. Like caster Tamamo. Like, not as high as other support casters, but Tamamo just does not do the same job that other support casters do. She does not deserve to be on the same level as Waver and Castoria and Merlin. She gets overshadowed really bad. She's a pretty good single target Lancer. I mean, granted now Melucine's out, so rip, but before Melusine came out, she was pretty good single target Lancer. Come on. I'm out of tickets, but we will still do singles until the bonus. You don't ever use Freedom Art anymore? Wait, is Freedom Art the new one? Who am I thinking of? Found method to Buster Farm, which you only need up to level 2 skills. Oh, nice. I can't get behind Buster Farming because you have to have a specific specific clothes and you have to switch out. And I don't want to spend the time switching out. I'd rather just arts loop. Or quick loop. Who am I thinking of? That is not... I have to pull up a... I'm thinking of Bradamante. Okay. Just use Automata? Wait, what's Automata? What's Automata you? Castori is 594. Nice. I'm pretty sure my Castori is 10-10-10. Just because she's that useful. She has to be. I don't even like her that much. Actually, I do like her a lot after playing through Avalon. I didn't really expect to. It's beyond unequal. You know, sometimes that happens when you're really short on a material. It's like, you get one skill leveled as far as you can, and the others are just, like, stuck for a while. I think I'm at that with Baoban Shi. I have one skill at 10, and the other two are stuck at 5 because I have to farm stakes. And gosh dang it, farming stakes is so slow. Hi, Karen. Think of Koyan at 199. Makes sense. I did get my Koyan to 10-10-10 recently. I had to farm so many bullets. But I got her there. Alright, single pulls have not been kind to us. Let's refresh our luck with a friend pull. You just want her to give you damage. But what about that NP battery? It's important. Look at all those Charlottes. Oh, that's right. Regular Charlotte can't show up in this pull because she's below 3-star. Oops. Alright, we've gone about halfway through our St. Courts, and we've used all of our tickets. You got Mock Jesus for that? They can both give you battery. Never heard him called Moth Jesus before, but it... Isn't he more like... I mean, spoilers. Never mind. I don't know if I would use those words. Moth, yes. Jesus, probably not. Ah, that was trash. Okay. Oh, we're in that part. We're in that part of the stream. We're like Moth Lancelot. Yeah. Wait, are we talking historical Lancelot or FGO Lancelot? Not that I know much about historical Lancelot. Come on, give me a servant! There's a whole invisible wife who forced the plot, like what? True. Yeah, they bring that up pretty early and nonchalantly, and then at the end it brings it up again, you're like, oh, okay. I guess so. Come on. Saber? No. Get out of here. Your exact reaction. Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew ahead of time the type of character that he was, but it was still very interesting to watch it play out. Because 113 user with Merlin and Sherlock to kill bosses. Oh, another 5-star. Craft Essence. Oh, it's not looking great. Refresh the luck. It's down. It's all been downhill since we got Charlotte. Okay. Okay, we'll try again. Come on, I had 308 cores. That's 100 pulls. At least give me Anastasia. It's a Lancer. No. Shoo. Come on, come on, come on. No. So many craft essences, so little time. Get out of here, Taiga. Ooh. I don't want to have to press the button. Don't make me press the button. I'm gonna have to press the button. Okay. I'll let this one play out in full. Assassin. Kotaru. Wait, how long has Evil Wind in quotes been in his name down there? Never noticed that. Saber? Saber? Oh. Not Saber. How come Gilderay gets a 3-star Saber, but what's his face? There's like one of Artoria's knights who looks a lot like Gilderay. He does not get to be a servant. I can't remember his name. You're not excited for Lancers, even if it's Kukulane. Come on. Don't do this to me. Saber? Saber? Oh. Xiao Hunga Bunga. I have a hard time with Japanese names. Can't remember who Himiko actually is. Oh, another 4-star. Oh, right. T-Rex. Sherlock's 111. Nice. Saber? Ah. Oops, I did a click. Oh, I wasn't supposed to click. Another 4-star. I'm gonna have so many stinking craft essences after this. You have your infamous Gil. You go burr with your Himiko and she starts hitting 145k per buster. Yeah, nice. Well, some good craft essences that roll. Alright, look away, children. I'm going to have to do the forbidden art. Don't look, don't listen. Cheezette, fill the void. Fill the void, Cheezette. She's not filling the void.
Oh, cheese. Fill the void is an expression often used to describe wanting to distract oneself or find something enjoyable to occupy the mind.
That's not quite what I meant.
Let's find something
Ow.
fun to do or talk about to keep ourselves entertained. Glowing star, video game.
Indeed. Whoa, I found some acorns under the couch cushions. That's crazy. I am gonna refresh my luck again though. Come on, I got all the craft essence luck and no servant luck. Okay. Anastasia, please. Come on. Pretty please, Anastasia. Granted, I want Okita too. Otherwise, I would just wait for Anastasia's solo right up, but... Come on. We started out so good. We started out so strong with Charlotte. Just, come here. Okay. 3 rings. No, I don't care. Telling you, I need a GameCube. No, those are so sharp. No, come on, gotcha. A concussion is on the line here. Get out of here. I'm tired of you, Ushi. You had your summer form years ago. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Look, look, I'm rolling again. You can't roll. You can't throw. Ow. You can't throw while I'm rolling. Ow. Oh. Lancer, don't care. Oh my gosh, Ushi. Tired of you. Selling Lesrit. That was a miserable pull. It's not going well. We haven't gotten either of the girls that I actually put in the title. Tyrese for continuing this game as Avenger Ushi. Oh. I actually skipped Avenger Ushi's banner. It's like one of the only banners I've skipped in like the last year. Just like, I already have 2 Ushis. I don't need a third one. I already have good Avengers. I have Space Ishtar. I don't really need another Avenger. Although I am gonna pull for Summer Kama, so. Remember the day you spent 2100 course and got a couple 4-stars? Gave up that day, wow. Yeah, I would give up too. 2100, wow. I always forget Avenger Ushi's name. Because it's not Ushi. It's not Ushi Wakamaru. Hi, Karen. Let's see. It's, wait. A writer? Nemo! I don't want to see Nemo right now. Taira no Kagekiyo. Yeah. I already have Nemo. Didn't Nemo like pity broke me? Or there's no pity breaking in this game, but Nemo spooked me like not that long ago. Because that was the first time I got him. Got Karna on Morgan's banner. Oh, another 3 rings. That means... Wait, have I done the 1 click? I have not. I've just been passively letting it go. Gosh dang it, Nemo. There's actually a 5-star writer that I don't have, and that's Odysseus. I mean, a general pool 5-star writer. I would have rather got spooked by him. Alright, 1 click. Got Napoleon on John Alter's banner. Got her last in the same pull. Nice. Oh, 3-3. No, not another writer. Wait, did it not take my 1 click? 1 click, please. It's only supposed to show 4- and 5-star servants if you click. Yeah. If you click 1 time during a 10 pull, it only shows 4 and 5 stars. Oh, see, it paused. It paused, and 3 rings, and it's a 4 or 5-star servant. Even though it's a berserker. All right, who is it? Beowulf. Galatea. I do have her. I think I did 1 10 pull on Galatea's banner and she just felt like showing up. It's like, okay. Sure, why not? Alright, starting out with a servant. Is it gold? It's an assassin, so I don't care. Alright, 1 click. Mr. Aura himself. Brother got Galatea from Oberon's banner. Nice. For some reason, I used to think that Galatea was like supposed to be tied with the space god or whatever, I don't know. They just look visually similar to that little fairy avatar thing that they have. And it wasn't until Galatea actually came out that I realized, like, oh, they don't have anything to do with them. They're just very white and pale. It's Anastasia for you. You can do a single and she'll find a way. I think my Anastasia's NP2, maybe 3. But I would like an NP1. Summer Anastasia, please, game. Please? Please. Galatea looks like she went to the Met Gala. I don't know what that means. Get out of here, Curry. No Mapu Tofu. Karen, this is going worse than Oberon's banner, I think. She looks like a walking broom. True? Question mark? Those pants are crazy. They are. She's got the weirdest pants ever. Hurry, Cheezette. Distract the chat. Don't let them listen.
Hey, chat. Let's play a game of Would You Rather. I'll start. Would you rather never be able to use your smartphone again or never be able to use your computer again? Share your answers and let's have some fun. Mobile phone, personal computer.
That's weird. Automod should catch swears before Nightbot has to delete them. Strange. Anyway. No swearing in my Christian Minecraft chat. It is a swear. You can't. You can't say that. You gotta say dang or darn. No griefing, no. Lancer, don't care. Don't care. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of these women. Oh, I'm at 600 servants. Hold on. I need to sell some. Imagine Enkidu just popped on and told him don't care. Well, I don't. What am I gonna do with an Enkidu, huh? I never use him. Her. It. Okay, hold on. You know why the others aren't showing up? We're not showing appreciation for the one we got. We need to max out Charlotte. Yeah. I'm so sick of these women. Jeez, it's 2023. Well, did I lie? Wait, let me NP up. This menu option is so far down now. Yeah, that was my second Nemo. Come on, come on. Okay, okay. Da Vinci, why are you so loud? Huh? I say that like I have no control. We'll free up some of our inventory of these embers. Puff Puff? Like Dragon Quest Puff Puff? Charlotte. I'm shocked. So I actually don't know very much about Charlotte. Pollo. But she was like a serial killer, right? Something. Her fourth design is nice. Oh. I don't know, I've looked at her Ascensions. The third one's really weird. This one's cute.
白いですね。スカートは短いですが、全体的になんかこう、花嫁さん衣装っぽい感じが。
That does not look like a wedding dress. Just because it's white.
次の着替えに行きませんか？
Entire personality is Atlantis. Third one, she goes all magic woman. I don't know. I'm not. It depends, but I'm typically not a fan of the summer ascensions that are just like a bunch of nonsense. Like, put on a nice swimsuit, please. You haven't seen her ascensions? Yeah, I think I like the second one the best. The first one's just kind of bland. But this one's cute. And I'm actually forgetting what the third one looks like. We'll see once we get there. Yep, no change.
この白い衣装です。いえ、全然気に入らないということはないです。むしろ意識しすぎな私の方があれなだけで。
Chill out, Automod. Oh man, it's a good thing I've been collecting those shells with the monthly daily redeem. Otherwise, I would not have had enough.
レベルアップ、パフパフ。
I think I have enough embers to get her at least to level 70.
レベルアップ、パフパフ。
Alright, now we'll see the third ascension.
輝いてますね、天使さん。
It's always a little bit of a risk ascending summer units on the stream. It's like, what if Twitch suddenly gets mad at me? See, 8 out of 27. I had like 0 at the start of the month. Sounds like she says Powerpuff. Powerpuff! Dun 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 dun. Oh. She becomes a magician without a shirt.
コーデで決めてみました。いかがでしょう？メガネとかちょっと知的に見えますか？見える？ありがとうございます。できるマジシャンという感じですよね。
I don't know. It's just kind of left field. It's not ugly. Excuse me. Sorry, frog in my throat. It looks weird because it looks like she's wearing a suit, but she like cut out the front section so you could look at her underwear. It's just a little strange looking. A frog, bro? What? You never heard that? A frog in your throat? So narrow, basically. Well, you know. Oh. We'll hold off for now. I do have more embers in the second archive, but I don't want to fill up my inventory because we're not done pulling. But we will come back. For a second I thought that button said summer. I was like, I don't want the summer button, I want the summon button. Alright, let's burn the rest of our friend points. Alright, no Habitrot today. Come on, Anastasia. Come on, Okitan. Kinda did almost 60k with a crit buster. Nice. I honestly barely look at my damage output. I'm just like, did it kill? No. We need to optimize harder. Wait, I did a one click, right? No, I did not. Dang it. Gold? Okay, okay. It's not rainbow though, so Anastasia? Anastasia, Anastasia, Anastasia? Yay! We got her. We got Anastasia. Wait, Cheese, don't talk over her. Oh.
Cheese. Congrats on getting Summer Anastasia in your gacha pulls. Time to enjoy the summer vibes and have a blast with her in FGO. Sun your face. Party popper.
Didn't think that through. Change your outfit because it's summer. Ow. Why'd you throw Cheese? I got her. Yay! I love her. Alright, are we gonna... Suzette was talking too much. True, but you threw it at me. Not at her. So here's the dilemma. Aren't you her master? Alright, bad Cheezette. I'm gonna hit you with my head. Oh, nope, she's dodging. I can't. She's too resistant. So here's the thing. Next summer banner, I have 2 unmissables. I need to get Summer Kama, and I need to get Summer Sei. I don't need to get Summer Okitan. I just kind of want to. We'll keep going. You need her and you want her, so you got her. Fair enough. I mean, Summer Kama and Summer Sei are both gonna get grailed. Not to 100, but they'll both get 1 grail. Alright, 1 click. So you want Okita and Okita Alter? Oh yeah, it's kind of weird now that I think about it. Summer Okita is a 4-star, but Summer Okitan is a 5-star. Why does the Alter get to be a 5-star? And the regular doesn't? Know if Dino Kyo will ever get a rerun? I could look it up. Let me see. Kyo Koyo? Oh wait, you said Himiko earlier. That's not Dino Lady. That Himiko's the ruler. I got mixed up. Wow, looks like no. Okay, 2025 New Year's banner is when Kyo Koyo's supposed to run again. Yeesh, that's very far away. By tomorrow, this start dash, see if you get Okitan normal. I'm gonna do an 11. Nice. Yeah, according to Game Press, the only upcoming banner to feature Kyo Koyo is New Year 2025. And I don't even know if that's a focus or if that's just they have a chance. Your day's been ruined. Oh, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not my fault. Like, comment, and subscribe. Take a cheese? No, it's not my fault. Don't do it. Ow. Alright, starting with a servant. And it's a caster, and we don't care. No, you can keep going. That's why the redeem's so cheap. Oh, it paused. It paused. It means it was buffering. 3 rings. Saber? Yeah. Got her, boys! There she is! Okitan and her little Okitan self. I don't know why she has a mini-me, but I love it. Oh, here's another 5-star craft essence for good measure. How many did I get? It's her sword? Maybe she'll explain it here.
魔人セイバー無給の彼方より帰還した。
That's
ちょっと待て。なんだこの感じは。
Rengoku? Alright.
これは一体何の冗談だこれは。あなたもしかして煉獄ですか。こんなに可愛くなってしまって。
It's said in the event.
なんだこれ、声まで主みたいになってるじゃないか。
You do not sound like her.
そういえば私も少
She
し
did
小
shrink.
さくなっ
Okay,
てい
that
る
wasn't my
ような。
imagination.
まあいいです。煉獄ともどもよろしくお願いします、マスター。いいわけないだろう。ってなんか性格変わってないか、主よ。そうでしょうか。言われてみればそんな気もしなくもないですが。ああ、もうわけわから
It's
ない。
very long.
とにかく主のマスター、いろいろと頼むぞ、本当に。
Alright, nice. One of the longest dialogues for a servant. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they had a little bit of explaining to do, and I'm glad they did. Because, I mean, honestly, I was willing to just accept it, like, oh, she is a mini-me. Just, that's how it is. You thought you were on a node? No, nodes are like half an hour long, man. Alright, so with that, we have 58 courts left over to get Summer Kama and Sei, and I guess Canis. Now save? What do you mean save?
ようこそレオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチの強化ラボへ。
Wait, I'm in the wrong menu.
今日も元気に始め
Da
ちゃ
Vinci,
おう。
please. Da Vinci, please. Second archive. Do. I forgot Canis. Yeah, I mean, I'm not big on her, but I will probably try to get her the same way I wanted to get Charlotte, just for completion. So, just to lay out how much impulse control problems I have in this game. I have every summer servant except for Summer Salter.
いや、
So yeah,
いらっしゃいだね、マスターくん。
might skip and go
地
for
道にコ
Zenobia.
ツコツやる、それとも盛大にリソースを使うのかな。
And I would have Summer Salter if they would literally ever rerun her, but they won't. Summer Salter, Saber Alter. Clearly need a therapist. This is my therapy! Yeah, it's a problem. Alright, we'll get Charlotte up to 80 real quick.
輝いてますね、天使さん。
Oh, I forgot to tell Cheezette. Got Summer, Okitan, got them all. I don't know why I bothered telling her, because her last answers to me getting the servants have been pretty generic. Well, the next mission for the event
Wow,
release?
Cheese. That's amazing. Congratulations on getting Summer
tomorrow?
Okitan and completing your collection. You've got them all. Enjoy your time with your new summer servants in FGO, Ocean Wave, Confetti Ball.
Confetti Ball.
レベルアップ、パフパフ。
The reset's at 4 a.m. for you? Wow. It's at 10 p.m. for me. 10 p.m. You just grind for the rest of the day. Yeah, I kind of wish they didn't, like, meter out events. Like, I just want to go straight to the best nodes. In Spain, it's 4 a.m. Ah, gotcha. I figured it was Europe. Somewhere.
成長したわ。
What's it like in the future?
まあ身長が伸びるわけではないのだけど。
Alright, we'll start ascending Anastasia. She is so cute. But You will stay till 4 a.m. Do. I like her first ascension first, or best, but this one's also really cute.
私も三つ編みです。可愛いと思ったのなら、そこにあるいいねボタンを押しましょうね。
You heard her. Go press the like button. Good call to action, Anastasia. Thank you. I mean, it doesn't apply to Twitch, but those of you watching the YouTube VOD, you better click that like button because Anastasia told you to. You haven't slept in 2 days? You okay? You should sleep. Please sleep.
成長したわ。まあ身長が伸びるわけ。
But yeah, the first ascension. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. I'm incredibly weak to sun hats. I know that's strange. Oh gosh dang it, I have everything set to random, so I can't even pick. I'm incredibly weak to sun hats and sundresses. It's one of my weaknesses, write it down. So just that first ascension, it does it for me. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
成長したわ。まあ身長が伸びる。
I'm also a sucker for girls with white hair. Fictional, because... Why do they all take the conches? I'm gonna run out! Summer Kiara sometimes saves lives? Saves lives? That's not a Kiara thing to do.
とりあえず現状維持というところね。さあ、次。
Keep calm and carry on. Wait, is Anastasia a memer? Or was that coincidence? Because she referenced clicking like. You almost died in a free quest and she was only alive. Ow. Gotcha. Yeah, Summer Kiara is really good. She's probably the best moon cancer in the game. Currently, at least. I know there's Archetype Earth in the future, but like currently in NA.
成長したわ。まあ
We're getting her. We're getting her.
ごちそうさま。さあ、どんどん持ってきてちょうだい。
I'm surprised we didn't get NP2 of either of the 4 stars. We just had like a lot of blanks. You gotta go. Great time. You leave the view. Alright. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good time. This one's pretty cute too.
どうかしら。ちょっと大胆すぎるかしら。
It's not that racy.
でも、可愛いは全てに勝るから仕方ないわね。
True.
あなたが似合うと言ってくれたなら、それでもうこの水着を着た甲斐があったというものよ。
I mean, I definitely like her first 2 swimsuits better, but she still looks good. A lot of summer servants, I feel like they fall off on the 3rd ascension because they feel compelled to like get creative, in quotes, but like a lot of them turn into messes. And some of them have like good ideas, like Summer Ibaraki. I love the giant cotton candy hair, but what did they do to her outfit? And like the posing is really weird on 3rd ascension too. Like the gameplay sprite looks fine, but the artwork looks very strange for 3rd ascension Summer Ibaraki. Yeah.
水着に着替えるの、最初はちょっと憂鬱だったの。
Mhm.
だってほら皆さん綺麗で可愛いですし。でも結局私は私自身と、それから
Wait,
信頼でき
why
る
is she
相手
being
が可愛い
meta?
と思ってくれるならそれで満足できるローコストサーバントだったみたい。あなたは私を可愛いと思ってくれているわよね。なら問題ないわ。
I don't know how I feel about the fact that she knows that she's just another 4-star archer just gonna sit in my barracks. Hmm.
我naがらいい調整だ。
Oh, and we need to do Charlotte still. There you go. Now she's got magic lamps because she's a magician. Oh, that's cute.
そういうわけでこうして水着であなたのそばに馳せ参じました。 あなたともっと一緒にいたくて頑張ってみたのです。いずれ来る離別も何のその。ああ、どうか私の思い出があなたに残りますように。
Okay. You know what? This is a very random problem. So you can set individual servants to be random ascensions, which is what I do.
そろそろクエスト
But
に
then
戻る？ いいよ。
Da Vinci, please. Then I found the option to put every servant automatically be random ascensions. I'm like, oh, that saves me time because I just do that for everyone. But ever since I did that, Melusine is stuck in 3rd and 4th ascension, and she never switches back to 1st or 2nd. Which, gameplay-wise, 1st and 2nd... Like, Melusine's the only servant in the game that the Ascension matters gameplay-wise for. And 1st, 2nd Ascension are so much better gameplay-wise.
たくさん食べて
Especially because they can literally turn into 3rd Ascension if you use the skill. So, 1st and 2nd Ascension get to be both, but 3rd Ascension does not get to be both. Making it inherently inferior, and it just never goes back. So I'm gonna have to, like, turn off random Ascension for everyone and, like,
オルタちゃんレベルアップ。
force Melusine to be, like, 2nd Ascension. It's a problem.
おや、水着が変化しました。そうみたいだな。煉獄の水着可愛いですね。可愛いみです。何よいきなり。別に嬉しかないぞ。
It is something worth remarking on. Very bold of them to say, we're adding a summer servant, and part of our summer servant, we're going to add a child to wear a swimsuit. Don't worry about it. It is a tasteful enough swimsuit though, so I don't think too many people will be mad. Inevitably, some people will be mad. On Twitter, there's always someone mad about anything.
ですね。
It doesn't matter what you do. Someone on Twitter's mad about it. Oh my gosh, you use Conscious too?
まあ、主の水着もなかなかだと思うぞ。そうですか。ありがとう煉獄。マスターも喜んでくれるでしょうか。もちろん喜んでるよな。
Okay. They don't use any more conches than that.
オルタちゃんレベルアップですね。
This man. Alright, we can hit 4th Ascension, I think. It's a good thing I grinded up all these craft essences. Or I got them from the Lotto event. Narrowfest. I do still have a lot. I'm gonna have to grind probably for Da Vinci and for the next banner, which is in like a week.
ようこそ。
Ah, nice.
ありがとさ。にしてもこの体もう少し動きやすくならんかな。
Was that a request? How am I supposed to make your body move effortlessly? That's on you. What was the name of the sword again?
たくさん食べて元気に育つんですよ。
Oh, it says whenever they talk, doesn't it? Someone said it in the chat. Rengoku. That's what it was. Alright, third ascension. I don't think Rengoku does anything weird in this one. Hopefully not. Cross his fingers. Gets ferret sensor ready. Oh, she disappears, that's right.
そうだった。私は抑止の守護者魔人起きた掃除。どうも頭がはっきりしないが
Your mind's always fuzzy.
この姿の私は頼りになるはずだ。マスター。
お、俺も元に戻ったのか。
Oh.
そうか。戻っちまったのか。まあ、これがいいことなのかどうかはさておき。主の手にあるこの姿の方がしっくりくるってもんだ。
小さい煉獄可愛かったのにな。少し寂しいぞ。
Sadness.
寂しみ。
そういうのいいから。
So, it's a boy when it's immaterial. And was that Shiro's voice actor? I feel like it was.
魔人さんレベルアップ。
Had that Shiro Emiya energy.
煉獄もレベルアップした。
I wonder if Final Ascension's gonna have Rengoku in it.
煉獄もレベルアップしたの。 ありがとう、マスター。
俺も素直に感謝しとこうか。
Quit with the reverb, man. Just because you're immaterial. You got a reverb all over the place. Ah, they are both in it.
煉獄、さあ、あなたもマスターと一緒に遊びましょう。わかったから。何にせよ、どうせ夢なら
Hey,
楽
spoilers.
しんだ方が得だしな。おい、主のマスター。特別に私を抱き上げる権利をやろう。それは私にしか許されないはずの特別な役割。さすがはマスター。もう煉獄とも仲良し小良しですね。せっかくなので私も抱き上げてもらえればと思います。いや、さすがに重量オーバーだろう。まあいいか。このひとときを楽しむぐらいは主に与えられて叱るべきだろうなあ、主のマスター。いや、もう一人の私の主よ。
Gasp. Alright. I do always think it's funny when you go straight to Final Ascension and they're like, we've bonded so much over this time. It's like it's been like 5 minutes. I'm gonna get them to max level off stream, but I am gonna merge those craft essences.
いらっしゃいだね。
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 5 stars. Ten of the 4 stars. Oof. Well, I'll MLB 1. Capture, please. And I can MLB 2 of this. Done. So yeah, luck was... I guess the luck was better than Oberon. I think I spent more St. Quartz on Oberon than this banner. But still... Let me lock this and one of these. Wait, let me like lock 2 of these. Yosh yosh. I swear, sometimes on some banners I'll pull forever for the 5-star. And just like the 5-star craft essence won't show up either. Like just to spite me. It's like, well, you're not even gonna have an easier time farming the event because of this. You're just screw you. Oh, don't want to do that. I don't like that it always shuffles them, because like you lock the 2 up front, and then they're like placed somewhere else later. So I have enough for... Wow, I have enough for 3 MLBs. Which, it might not be optimal, but I am gonna go ahead and do that. I didn't even look at their effects. Is that Karen one good? Da Vinci. We talked about this. Alright, apply Invincible 2 times, increase quick effectiveness by 15%. There's no NP battery though. I mean, that seems okay. Should I do some skill ascensions? Oh my gosh, hang on, let me clean up here. Need to sell. Da Vinci! Swear. Okay, now we can look at skills. Da Vinci, Da Vinci, Da Vinci! She's at, you're not nearly as bad as Da Vinci, just to let you know. Oh, I should have sold Beowulf. Well, we'll prioritize that. I don't think I have enough QP to... I usually try to get every servant to level 6 on their skills. And I only for the favorites do I do 10. So I guess NP battery first. Increase NP gauge, increase critical strength, increase critical gallery. Yeah, okay. I could look up a guide to see what to prioritize, but it doesn't matter. I have so many gems after Narrowfest. That's not even a concern. It's mostly the regular mats. Yeah, it makes sense that Okitan would use Homunculus. Oh my gosh. Oh, but that's for level 7. We don't need to use conches at all. I should actually read this skill. One thing that does bug me about the game design of FGO is it just says increase attack level 3. It doesn't tell you how much. One servant's skill might be increase attack by 20%, and another servant's might be increased by 400%. And they'll just have the same text. They'll just say increase attack. They need to, like... Why are they so obtuse about it? You shouldn't have to look up external resources from the game to actually know what your character's skills do. It's like, it promotes experimentation. You have to test it out in game and then memorize the numbers. I don't know. Apparently part of the design philosophy of FGO is like you're only supposed to have a couple servants. You're only supposed to get your mega uber faves. You're not supposed to be like me and have most of the roster. Uh-oh. Are we crashing? Don't crash. Don't do it. It's not worth it. So that's kind of why, like, farming mats is such a pain. Like, you're kind of supposed to just naturally have enough. Don't get me started on getting a servant to level 120. I focus on Sitanai a lot, and she's still only, like, level 106. It's ridiculous. But yeah, like, my point is, they expect you to memorize the numbers because they expect you to only really have, like, one 5-star saber, basically. Maybe 2. But I think it's stupid, and they should tell me the numbers. I didn't actually look at that skill. Okay, NP battery and arts. Good, good. Apply invincible, buff removal resist, and gain stars. Alright. It's just an invincible, pretty much. I do have enough QP to actually get everyone to level 6. That's nice. But the reason I target 6 is because that's where the cooldown reduces the first time. And it doesn't reduce again until level 10. And level 10 is always so... It's so much. Getting one skill to level 10 is so much work. So that's why I just usually target 6. Also, I need to actually read this skill, see what it does. If I sure hit, increase arts, card, star gather rate, and critical strength, and NP strength. Okay. So that's for like NP looping, I guess. And Charlotte. Do your battery first. Increase gauge and increase gauge for a single ally. Okay, so targetable. Wait, those both say increase, right? It wasn't like decrease for an ally? Yeah. Oh, she's a caster. Of course she's a support unit. You can't just have offensive casters. Illegal. Oh my gosh. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll just get Charlotte to 555 then. Chance to inflict skill seal. A chance. To a single enemy, gain 2 stars for yourself, increase NP strength for all allies. Okay. NP strength up. It's good. Oh. You know, I could go to the shop and get a bunch of conches, but I usually try to not do that for skills. I only do that for ascensions. Increase arts effectiveness for yourself. Apply confusion. Has low chance to inflict skill seal each turn to all enemies. Apply evade for all allies. Okay, evade all allies is pretty good. I'm surprised the arts is only for herself, given that she's determined to be a support unit. Alright, well, that sucks for her. I assume the shop... Well, I don't have to assume, I can check. Does the
そ
shop
ろそろ
have...
クエストに戻る
Da Vinci! Da Vinci, please. Oh, I'm not allowed to look at the shop yet. I'm gonna assume the shop has some conches in it. It seems appropriate enough for a summer event. Also, I don't know how far into the event you get Da Vinci. If it's like first thing, then I would probably do that right now and then fully ascend her, but I don't know about that, so... Wait! Oh, this... What I should do before I end stream is I should change my support setup. And Archer... I just gotta make the first page the new servants, you know? That spot's gonna be Da Vinci, I think. That's fine. Melt, Ibaraki, and you. That's fine, I guess. Assassin. I could put Koi and Skya. You know what? You know what? Because I was so mad about seeing so much Ushi, I'm gonna replace Ushi with Koi and Skya. That's fine. Actually, yeah, these two slots are gonna be Da Vinci and Kama. And let me remember. Sei is gonna be Berserker, and Canis is Rider. Yes, that makes sense. Ushi, you're getting replaced. And I can put in my wonderful craft essences that I got. I'm not going to worry too much about which is on which slot. I know there's like optimal versions, but I'm going to assume people that need the fully limit broken the MLB craft essence, I'm going to assume they have capable teams of their own, and they're only picking my support to have the craft essence. If not, then sorry I made your game harder by not carrying you. Oh, do I not have enough for every slot? Interesting. Oh wait, I gotta put Ilya back in. Oh gosh, don't show Helena. Don't show Summer Helena on stream. I suppose I could look at the subreddit and see if there's like a... They usually like to post like a little guide of like, you should put this craft essence on this slot for the event. Let's see. I'm not seeing one. Oh, here we go. There's a general on best nodes. Oh, I forgot there's also like, there's always the craft essence you get in the event. Oh, and there's the male craft essences as well. Like, why are there so many on here? You know what, never mind. It's too much work. I'm just gonna shuffle them. My tablet is having a hard time. Too much data. So I keep looking at this, and I'm like, oh, a servant is cosplaying Gargura. And I have to, like, withdraw for a second and be like, wait a minute. That's definitely not. That's, Mary Reed, dressed as a dinosaur. That is, not the same thing. Back to this. Archer. Enter. Wait, why is Castoria in that slot? Surely I have another summer caster. I mean, granted, Castoria is actually good support, but still. Gotta show off my summer servants. What's the point? Yeah, let's throw a narrow. I don't know. I might change my mind later. But, that's that. Wait, I need to form my farming the event for a little while team. Oops, where am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Benchy shush. Party setup. Lorp. Okitan. And Anastasia and Charlotte. And we'll just fill up on every type. I won't worry about messing and optimizing until I'm actually farming specific nodes. I don't know what these two are up to. We can put in I don't know. Summer Ilya. Summer Kiara. Because why not? Alright, well, that was decent-ish luck. She's it. Are you excited to pull for Summer, comma, and say next week? Arya?
Oh, cheese. As a ferret, I don't really have the ability to play or pull in gacha games, but I'm always excited to hear about the latest updates and events in FGO. I hope you have a fantastic time pulling for Summer, and say next week, Sun with face, Cherry Blossom.
But she's that you'll be pulling with me, that's the idea. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. That was decent luck, not ideal. But, I mean, it's about 600 sync chords to get all three. Yeah. But yeah, until next time, my peeps.
Ferret out,
Yeah.
cheese. Take care and have a wonderful day ahead, Paw Prince, smiley face.
Ferret out.